So hello there, today we're going to be looking at how to do the Heli super speed glitch. Now, to do this glitch, you simply must be moving your helicopter in an upward momentum, preferably towards the top of the mountain. And right before you reach the mountain, you're going to switch the seats, and you're going to switch back to the driver, and let the little helicopter fly itself. Now leave it flying itself, and if you leave it long enough, eventually it'll go faster and faster and faster, until it goes really fast. There are a few techniques you can do to spice this glitch up. First of all, rather than just letting it fly itself, you could literally switch the seats. Switch seats back to the driver, switch seats again back to the driver, switch seats back to the driver. This will actually duplicate your momentum and make the helicopter fly really fast, but it's very dangerous because of how quick the speed actually increases. Another thing you can actually do is a spinning technique. This requires you to actually take a short break before re-entering the driver's seat. All this actually allows you to do is your helicopter will now be spinning more than it usually does, and every single time it does a 360, it'll give you a momentum boost, like here. The problem with this technique is that it screws with your helicopter trajectory, which in turn means that the glitch won't actually last as long and you'll have to pull out a bit quicker. Another technique you can actually do is a bending technique. Now after you've already entered the helicopter glitch, you'll be flying in a straight direction, but if you manage to switch seats and maybe have a bit of a pause, switch back to the driver, you will be able to actually bend your trajectory slightly. If your helicopter actually starts spinning, it's easier to do as well. Everywhere that the helicopter points is where it's going to move. Therefore, switching the seats when it's in a different direction will increase your chances of actually doing this beautiful technique. Sometimes though, if it's pointing straight downwards, you could theoretically do it, but you'll slam into the ground. Also, if you literally just move your camera around in a spinning motion while you're doing a super speed, every time you go back onto yourself doing a 360, you will actually duplicate your momentum, which is pretty nice. Another thing that actually happens is every time you try and exit super speed, especially if you've built up a lot of speed, make sure you know that there's a burst of momentum right at the end where your heli recenters. This is very pivotal because if you don't know this, you might manage to crash yourself into the tree. This burst of momentum is actually dynamic, meaning that if you're moving faster, you will have more of it. If you're moving slower, you'll have less of it. If your helicopter is somehow malfunctioning, either from the top of the map helicopter glitch or from the zone, make sure that you know that the helicopter glitch will actually be reset every time you get a malfunction. A really good way to cope with this is making sure that you switch seats right when your helicopter malfunctions and back to your driver. This will actually cancel the malfunction. It is also possible to have so much momentum it is practically impossible to stop. So make sure you know your limits and understand that this glitch is more powerful than it may seem. This glitch is really useful for the 500 mile completion, which would require you to go 500 miles with a helicopter. Now this is much easier to do it this way than traditionally. You could probably do about 25 miles in 7 minutes. Whereas on the other hand, doing it traditionally, you'll probably get about 10 miles. If you behold enough skill in this technique, you will actually be able to outrun missiles that are locked onto you. Eventually, the alarm will actually go off, but make sure you understand that the missile will never actually stop locking onto you until it's destroyed. So it will actually follow you across the whole map, but you will be faster than it. So thank you very much for watching the video. That is all the knowledge I behold on the subject. I'll be linking my friend's YouTube in the description, the one who helped me lock on to my helicopter. Please check out his channel, he's got a very nice beautiful glitch there for you to see as well. But anyway, the way I actually learned this was a cool one. It was one of the only glitches I actually found out by fully myself. It was never an original glitch, and I don't believe there was any mention of it back in the day. It was never patched out like the old glitches I found out. So this method was, I think, completely and originally by me. If you want some sort of evidence, I can upload a clip where I actually did this glitch about, I think, 2020, 10th of October, somewhere about there. So coming closer to about a year. So thank you very much for watching. Have an awesome day.